Look, we got to discuss some serious news that I believe is paramount. Right about now, you got Cameron running amok, and I believe he's putting out some misinformation. He has been spewing out a lot of misinformation involving LiAngelo Ball, G3G Honcho. I'm here to lay down something right here on Flight Sports that LiAngelo Ball was a way better high school basketball player than Cameron ever wished he could have been. We all know Cam is the legendary rapper, but Cameron Giles, he had a high school basketball career. We're going to break it all down. We're going to discuss from a lot of different areas. I know a lot of people, we talking ways back, but LiAngelo Ball was way too strong. I'm just going to tell you right now, he had the complete game. He was a prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. He was not he was not one of the role players on the team. LiAngelo Ball was one of the difference makers. So we're gonna get everything into proper perspective. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more news updates and more. So Cam returned from It Is What It Is, and he he's hyped about Jello and this new song. It's went viral. Everybody has an opinion on it. So now he is saying that LiAngelo, he never said that Jello couldn't rap. He said he couldn't play basketball. I think that's a harsh statement because when you look at LiAngelo Ball's basketball accomplishments, I mean, it's tenfold. I just don't like they got this crazy platform. That thing did like a million plus, and you got a lot of misinformation that has just been thrown all over the place. I want to get into Cameron real quick because Cam, he played for what was it for Manhattan. We're gonna break it all down. This guy had a couple of memorable moments, but from a lot of reports, I'm gonna get into guys like Rafer Alston. We all know legendary street ball player, and he was in the NBA. He played for the Rockets. He played with Yao, McGrady. The list goes on. The man knows what he's talking about, and he's gonna be able to give us a good, clear indication of what Cameron was like back in high school. I'm only doing this because when you utter the statements that a guy can't play basketball when he was a way much better basketball player than could do all of the things that you couldn't do and the things that you could do. I mean, come on, Jello would take it to another level. Cameron, from all accounts, he was not a scorer. He was a defender. This is what a lot of people, have came out and said. I'm giving some quotes. They said that he was a defender. He knew his role on the team, especially when he played against Riverside, because they always had stars. They were loaded with guys that would end up in the NBA or come close to that. But he was a good basketball player, typical inner city, tough, gritty, but focused guard. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Giles. I'm gonna call him Cameron Giles because we talking sports. Cam, he was 6'1", so if you really want to go head to head with a guy like LiAngelo Ball, like I said, he would just put him in the torture chamber. Pause. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, y'all. This guy would have stood no chance against LiAngelo Ball. LiAngelo is nothing but 6'5", but I'm talking about the strength. That's what a lot of people are not putting in. I just want we're gonna get into it, y'all. But I want to get into what Rafer Alston said because I thought that this is probably the most valid. Um, we all know what's going on with Rafer, New York City legend. I repeat, he says that um, basically you couldn't really stop him from going to the basket. So he's highlighting that Cam did go to the basket. Here's more. He wasn't gonna shoot no jump shot. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? This is coming from Rafer Alston, y'all. This is a report. It says the good thing about him was he was tough and he wouldn't back down from any competition. This is what he said. So clearly, Rafer Alston, he said another thing because they claim the fame is that they beat Marbury, to get to a championship game and this, that, and the third, but they end up losing, you know. So Marbury, pardon me, he was never on the level of Marbury, and this is coming from Rafer Alston. He says that he wasn't elite. This is what Rafer said. There was a lot of guys that played with us, but our games, we were too deep into basketball, meaning him and Stephon Marbury. He said that they would eat, sleep basketball. And it says that was just what we did, So basically, what he's saying was Cam was just not on that tier, So when you look at a guy like LiAngelo Ball, G3, G Honcho, like I said, there was a lot of disgusting statements. You talking about a guy who they saying in Cam who wouldn't shoot the ball. This coming from Rafer. You talking about the sniper in G3, G Honcho. This guy, LiAngelo Ball, Cam, let me tell you something. If Jello was on your team, he would have been the best player on the team. He would have been the guy you would have been searching and hunting down every time you crossed half court or was approaching the half court line. We could get into perspective, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, LiAngelo Ball was a complete, just I just like to call him a Chino Hills prodigy. The man averaged, just his averages was retarded. The man put up XO amount of points. The man put up 27 points per game. This guy averaged 33, points per game as a senior. This guy led all of the state of California in scoring, y'all. You understand? This is what I'm trying to say. This is you got Cam running around telling the world a million plus whatever seen that show. You got a million plus people running around believing that Jello that don't even know how to play the game. When this guy led the state of California in scoring, you understand? I'm just pointing this all out, y'all. So the man, in his Cam and them, I believe they went to whatever championship game. This guy, LiAngelo Ball, he was a state champion. You understand? So we just got to point all this out, y'all. This guy was a newcomer of the year. This guy did so much stuff. It's just retarded. The things that LiAngelo did. The level of scoring and the way that he would put the ball in the hole was just dynamic compared to a guy like Cam. We all know it was different eras, but I just want to tell you that this guy, LiAngelo, was just on a whole nother level as a basketball player. So I just find it weird that Cam is running around doing all this. Cam should be, paying homage to LiAngelo, for real, and really do the homework, because if LiAngelo didn't go through that situation, you know, where he basically, with the sunglasses, Jello would have got drafted. He was in position to get drafted. We just got to keep it 100, y'all. And Jello, he doesn't want to get into politics, but it was a lot of politics. He actually made it to the NBA. Cam didn't make it to the G League. Cam didn't make it to the preseason. He did not make it as far as LiAngelo Ball did, and LiAngelo paid his dues to get to the level that he got to. So I just want to point all that out. Jello, he gonna be all right. So everybody just hold your horses with LiAngelo Ball. Jello got this track out, but like I said, this was just some real stuff that I thought was disgusting. That all of this transpired, and you got Cam spewing all of this about Jello. I got, like I said, to continue his accomplishments, we just gonna be dumping all on Cam, but it's a landslide when we discussing talent with LiAngelo and Cam. Now, we want to talk about rapping, and Cam should stay in the rapping lane. He's coming to the sports lane, and it's like he's not even like giving any like real criticism. This is some real, I don't want to call it an attack, but it's something like it. He's is really singling out LiAngelo, and I do believe he will in the end walk back his statements. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get in the comment section. Let's get interactive. It's Flight Sports TV.